All right, Coach, I know it's early on. It's only day two. It's the first year we've had the whole setup down here in Lewiston. But what are your initial thoughts? You know, you've seen so many years of Cougar football now. How does this team look at first blush, and how much can you even tell this early?
Yeah, I think we've had really good tempo, and we really made some plays and looked like a fairly polished team for a second practice, and that was with the distraction and transition of coming down here. So I thought all that was quite impressive.
How about coaching-wise, with new coaches and a full group of new coaches? How do they adjust to the practice routine? And Lewiston's new for them. And how does it go for the coaching side of things and just running practice and facilitating it?
Well, we're halfway through the day, but so far it's been pretty good. You know, I mean, one thing you have here is a lot of space, and then so it's gone good. And of course it'll get better and better as time goes on, but we're off to a decent start, I think.
Let's talk a little bit of QBs. Anthony Gordon threw the ball quite a bit today. Saw Trey Tinsley and Gardner Minshew. Has anybody stood out to you? How do you think the work was today?
Well, I think they've all been doing pretty good, so we're kind of rolling them through and see if we can get them to separate themselves, and so then but they – the day before they both threw the ball well, and today they both threw the ball well, and then tomorrow we'll see,
It really is fair to say, objectively, it feels pretty even right now, doesn't it? I mean, I know I don't mean to just rehash what you said, but to kind of harp on the point, it's not like one guy has taken the job at this moment.
Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, but they're all doing some good things, and they're all very skilled guys, and they can. And here's the other thing: they can all play. But as far as what's best for the Cougars, we got to figure out, watch film after film, scene after scene, play after play, and figure out, who we think's first the best two, and then the best one.
How about receiver-wise? There's a whole slew of guys. We could roll down a list of 10 wide receiver names right now. Some of them fans know: Tay Martin, Des Patman, Renard Bell, but you've got Rob Lou back. You got guys like Cassidy Woods, fans don't know yet, Aesop Winston. Who stood out to you wide receiver-wise?
Well, we've got a combination of size and speed, and the good news is quite a few of them did, and we distributed the ball pretty well today too. The one thing I will say is those young guys came in catching the ball, doing a really good job catching the ball, and tough contested catches too.
Yeah, Max Borghi, I know he's a running back, but I'm thinking about receiving the ball. Boy, he looks fast. He had a couple of big, long runs today, one of them for a touchdown after he received the ball. Max looks great, doesn't he?
Yeah, he churns away. He's like an old-school-looking guy. I mean, he's like something that I saw on TV growing up, except he's probably faster. And but no, he delivers a blow when he runs fast. He's explosive, but also brings something with it when he gets there too. So
is this the fastest running back crew you've had? Because you've got Keith, you've got James, you've got Max. I know you had 3 options with Gerard and Jamal and and James in the past, but boy, all 3 of these guys can really motor.
Well, they've got decent speed, but the one thing I'll say is all 3 are elusive, and that's kind of the most important thing about a running back. They're all 3 elusive, and we're a work in progress, but they're doing a pretty good job catching the ball and obviously rushing it. They wouldn't be in that position, and I do think we're getting better. We're getting more precise with our footwork.
Pads come on tomorrow? Shells? Tomorrow?
I think so. I think that's right.
Yeah, so we'll see a little bit more. You can tell a little bit more with the big guys, defensive and offensive line, and then defense, right, when you need those pads on, don't you?
Yeah, then they don't have to pull up on plays, things like that.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for the time. Look forward to many more here down in Lewiston. I think it's going to be a balmy 108 in a few days.
That's what I hear. Last year at this time we kept thinking we'll come here and it'll get kind of hot. And then, of course, it was hotter in Pullman. But nevertheless, it's great to be here because, we've got that campus and it's our whole team and kind of our bonding time as we go into the season.